So I'm going to be attempting to anchor at this place here off Camp Lejeune. It's a closed-in area that I do see what appears to be a military boat of some sort, I believe, unless it's a fisherman that looks like military, sitting near the opening. So hopefully they're not going to block me. This is supposed to be a great little spot if you can get into it to watch the Marines do their training, helicopters and boats and all that stuff. However, I don't see any pleasure boats in there, and there does appear to be, like I said, some military boats sitting there with 2 AR-15s facing at me. No. So I'm going to try it. All they can do is run me off. All right, nobody behind me. Okay, I'm going to turn in there, see what happens. All right, I'm going to find a spot that has enough water in it and drop the anchor. See what we do. Like right here. Okay, here we go. Down the anchor. Like I say, all they can do is chase me out. I'm going to sit here for a little bit and see if somebody starts shooting at me. So far, no horns or sirens or bullets. Cool. Which direction do you suggest I go?
You're good right where you are, sir. If you would like to shift a little bit port, no further towards your stern, that should be good there.
Okay, copy that. Thank you.
Sir.
All right, let's see if we can figure out what's going on here. Got 2 of these ribs, fast boats, that have been moving around doing maneuvers. And then they have a course set up, and they've been running around cones doing testing with the flagman and seeing how quick they can start and stop. I guess they're getting their license or something for these little buggies. Cute little things. Like a modern version of a old style Jeep. And then some more stuff going on up here. Not sure what. And further over to my right, there's a dive boat. And they've got divers in the water. So this is the U.S. Marine Corps dive boat. And then right over there, those buoys have divers underneath them. They were dropped off a ways back, and now they appear to be finding their way underwater. And the water is only about 1.5 feet visibility, so they can't see where they're going. They're using compasses. And they're finding their way to shore somewhere over there. And that's this is the boat that they all jumped in from. There were originally, I think, about 12. So only about 3 of them have buoys on them, so they can see where they're at from above the water. looks wicked out here tonight. Man, I hope that's not a tornado. Goodness gracious. That is mean looking. Well, good morning. And it's like 6:45, something like that in the morning. I'm here at a Mile High Bay, I believe it's called, right outside of Camp Lejeune, and the Marines are already showing up. So I was the first person here last night, or the only person when I first came in. Well, look what happened during the evening time. A few boats showed up, just a few. So I'm going to get my stuff together and make some coffee, wake up, and head out. So the plan today is to head north. There's a bridge called the Onslow Beach Bridge that they're going to be working on in about 3 or 4 days, which means they're going to close it down for like a month. So I have to hurry up and get through there. Otherwise, the only way around to continue going north is like a 170-mile outside trip or something like that. It's just a long ways, and I'm sure it's that far. But anyway, so let me get going. But that's the plan. And the no-see-ums are already biting me. Okay, I stopped the video because there's a clip coming up that I really wrestled with whether I was going to leave it in or not. And one of the things I said I was going to do on this channel is I was going to keep it real. If I screwed up, I was going to leave whatever I did in the video, because I've got to realize that everybody's human. Nobody is perfect. Everybody screws up. So, and I wasn't going to make a YouTube channel of how wonderful everything is and how beautiful everything is, because there's plenty of those channels. I wanted to keep it real. So if I messed up, I've got to leave it in. I've got to keep things honest here. What happened was I was cruising along on an open part of the river in the middle of nowhere in the swamps down near Georgia and South Carolina. I don't even remember where it was at. And there were just horseflies everywhere. And I was grabbing this thing here, smacking them, trying to kill the horseflies. And I thought, hey, you know, that's probably a good thing to leave in a video. So I turned the camera on, and the autopilot was in follow mode, which means that there's a track on the autopilot that it follows. I was only going 6.5, 7 miles an hour. I wasn't going very fast. There were no boats in front of me, no boats behind me. Just me out there in the swamps. I turn around and I'm sneaking up on horseflies, trying to smack them with this thing and electrocute them. And right before I did that, I forgot that I had grabbed the steering wheel and I turned it just to go around a little crab trap that was out there.
When you do that, it takes it out of follow mode and it puts it in heading hold mode until you hit the button to say continue following the route. I forgot to do the continue following the route, so now the boat's in heading hold mode, which means it's going to keep on tracking straight, the last place that I let the steering wheel go. I turned around 10-15 seconds, smacking the bugs, and when I swung my head back around, the boat was about 20 feet from running ashore. Thank God I turned around. Not 5 seconds later, I would have been on the shore, calling sea tow, bent props. It would have really been a disaster, big time. Very embarrassing. I really, really wrestled with leaving this video in or leaving it out. And trust me, I beat myself up over this. I know I'm opening myself up to a ton of sarcastic comments in the video. Be nice. I know I screwed up. So, and I've beat myself up enough over it. Actually, people have really been quite nice in the comments and very supportive. So thank you very much for that. But if I'd waited 5 more seconds, it would really, really have been bad. Anyway, here's the video. So the video didn't show a whole lot except for the excitement and me about peeing my pants when the issue happened. The right side of the boat, right rear side of the boat, as it turned sideways, got very close to shore, but it never touched. The depth at that area was still about 3.5 feet, and this boat only draws 2.9. So no harm, no foul, as they say, except for it really, really beat me up mentally the rest of the day. It scared the living crap out of me. Anyway, let's continue with the rest of the video. Coming up to the Wrightsville Bridge, it says it's 14 feet. The guy says it's 19. I'm going to squeeze through because I'm 18. No problem at all. Love it. That was awesome. The plan A is to stop at Morehead City Sanitary Fish Company, I believe it's called. They have a dock there on the back of their seafood place that if you spend $25 with them, they charge you, I think it's 25 or 40 bucks for the night, and you can stay on their dock. That's what I'd like to do. I have not stopped and ate at a seafood restaurant since I've been on the loop, and I'd love to do that. Plan B, which you always have to have a plan B, is if I can't get in there, I have a possible reservation at Morehead City Yacht Club, Yacht Basin, and that's about another 2-3 miles upriver. So that's the plan. We'll see what happens when I get there. I'll spend the night here, hopefully.
and get something to eat.
Yeah, well, it's a good place.
Is it? Never been here.
Oh, yeah. So how many days did it take you to get here? How long you been on the water?
I left Cape Canaveral 3 weeks ago.
Okay,
Just been doing about 35 miles a day.
I got you.
That's about as comfortable as I can handle.
Right.
And I'm just cruising at 10 miles an hour. Taking
You
it.
doing some YouTube videos?
Yeah.
What's your channel?
I'll give you a card, Steve.
Yeah, do that.
So I'm here at the Sanitary Fish Company. I pulled up to the dock and I had GoPro running, but of course I pressed the button too many times and stopped it because I wanted to have a nice shot and had the camera all set perfectly to see them pulling in and the docking and everything. I'm a bonehead, so I was paying more attention to driving the boat, which is what I'm supposed to do. I just need to be more, a little less concerned about turning the camera on way ahead of the time. I really haven't gotten into my groove with getting the cameras all set up and trying to make a decent recording for you guys. That's going to get better, I promise. So I'm going to jump in the shower, get cleaned up, and I want to go into the restaurant and have some dinner. The charge was $25 to stay on the dock if you spend more than $25 in the restaurant, which in a restaurant that should be very easy to do. So that's the plan for tonight, and then I'm going to head out in the morning, bright and early.